Hello everyone and welcome back. If you are new and just joining us, I am Nicole and I am the creator behind Firefly Creations. I do anything crafting. I love all things crafting, although right now my primary focus is on crochet amigurumi. That's what I've been doing for the last 2 years, and that is mostly what I sell at my markets. I have started dabbling a little bit in silicone beaded keychains and wristlet keychains, and I do have some other things that are kind of on the sidebar right now, but we probably won't get into that until early next year. Today is all about whips. I have several things that I need to get done that I've just sort of put to the side and haven't touched. Some of the things I have started and I had intended to get them ready for the markets, and I just didn't get them done. So let me show you a couple things that we're going to get through. I don't know if I'm going to get through it all tonight. This will probably be, today is Tuesday. We're Tuesday, October 28th today. So we're going to start them tonight. It is getting later in the evening now, and then tomorrow I won't be home after work. I'm going out with some friends for dinner, and so I'll probably pick it up again Thursday and Friday. And then this weekend is really going to be making more of my smaller items that I sold out at my last market. So a couple things that I need to work on. We have a little baby tortoise that we just need to get the head sewn on. I have, very similar to my little bitty bunny that I have a little bitty cow that clearly needs some facial features. He needs some ears, his little horns. We got to get those. We do have to fix our big mallard. So this was the one that I was talking about that I had put his beak on during my last market, and because I was trying to do it fast, I put it on crooked. I don't know how crooked it looks, but in person it looks quite crooked, and it's not something that I want to put on my tables. So we're going to take that off. We will re-sew that back onto his face. I have a couple things like this. So I have a seahorse that just needs to be sewn together. He needs his little nose put on, and then we have his fins for the back. So we did like a turquoise and peach. So we'll have to get him together. Another item that I have recently started, this is the first time doing this pattern, and I will make sure I put the pattern in the comments as well. It's like a little snuggler. So this one, you don't need stuffing at all. So I have his little body, and I don't know if you can actually see on the camera here. So it's got like these little bobbles. So it's got bobble stitches all around, which is kind of fun, almost like a sensory stuffy. It will be a bunny. So these are his two big long ears, and we clearly need to still make the head. So we're going to do that. This yarn too. So I think I have 7 or 8 balls of this yarn. This was one of my favorite colors that I had for the Chenille Home Slim through Loops and Threads. They've since discontinued it, so I'm just trying to make a few smaller items, stretch this yarn out a little bit. I used to make a lot of bunnies for baby showers with this color of yarn, and always got rave reviews. So we have that. The other night I did start making one of the penguins. So this was one of the items that I only had 2 at my last market. I sold both, and I think I've miscounted the stitches at the bottom because it started going a little funny. So, and it was getting later at night. My eyes were just going funny, and that was when I knew I had to put it up for the night. So we'll get that one done. I also have on the other side here, I have this big cow that I've been carting around for a long time. I don't even know how long. Since the beginning of this season. I think I actually worked on this one back in April, and now we're already the end of October. So he really just needs his little snout markings. He needs his horns, his ears, and then it's done. But I have just procrastinated on this one. So this one I definitely want to get done for this next market coming into the holiday season. Have one of another larger item on the table, along with all the small stuff that I will have to create hopefully this weekend. This weekend's going to be busy. I'm just going to have to sit here and just work away and put my head down and try to focus on it, because we are a week and a half away to the next market. So our next market is November 8th, which is our first indoor market of the season. I believe I only have 3 markets left of this year. There's one that's still pending. I have signed up for one December 6th. I still haven't heard back yet to see if I've actually been accepted into that one. That one is in our shopping mall or local shopping mall. They've actually rented out the lower level of the old Hudson's Bay that closed down recently. So hopefully, and that would be prime shopping time, December 6th in a mall. That would be a busy one. So hopefully I get accepted into that one. But yeah, so we're just going to work away today, try and get these things done and see how far we get today. Alrighty, so far we got our little baby tortoise all done there. We have our seahorse done, so we were able to get his nose on there. We got all the little frills and fins on the back, although I think I put this a little too high, but he still looks cute, I think. And then we just tucked up his bottom and sewed that together. And last but not least, I still have to put the eyes and the nose on. So I'm going to embroider the eyes on this one and make it safe for babies. But our little bunny is getting closer to being done, and it is super cute. I really like how this one's turning out. So like I said, this is the first time I've ever done this pattern. So I think I might do this one again. I don't know if I'll mix up the colors, maybe do a different color, but I think with this one, super cute. I can't wait to get the eyes on there and the little nose and get it complete. So not bad for tonight. We got these three done. I think I'm gonna pack it in now. It's getting later. I am not a night hawk by any means. We set our alarms for pretty early in the morning. My husband gets up at 4:30. Not to say I get up at that time, but I'm gonna have to get up at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning at the latest. So that is what we're gonna finish off with tonight. We will catch you back on Thursday and see if we can't get the rest of this stuff done. Well, happy Sunday, everybody. My original plan was to come back on Thursday or Friday, and clearly that didn't happen. So Wednesday, I went out, like I mentioned, with my friends. We had a great evening out, had some good food, had some good conversation, just a nice little get-together. We try to get together every couple months or so. Thursday, I forgot my husband and I had to go sign some paperwork, so we did that. That wasn't until later in the evening, so that by the time I got home, I was just ready for bed. So there was no crocheting or anything that night. And then Friday, got home, had some dinner, and we started watching the World Series. By no means have I followed baseball at all this year, but I mean, 2 exciting games Friday and Saturday. We were definitely rooting for the Jays. Of course, they didn't win, but that's okay. It was a great game. It was fun to watch. So hopefully next year we'll see what happens. So yeah, so it is Sunday, and we are just sort of having a lazy day. But I need to get these whips finished off because we are only 6 days away until the next market. It is November 2nd today. In our area, the clocks went back, so it's kind of messing with my timeline today as well. I've got extra time, and I don't know what I'm doing with it. So I did go ahead. I made up all the bits and pieces that I need to actually sew on, which of course is my least favorite part to do. But so we have the little bitty cow that we needed to get his ears, horn, and muzzle done. So I've got his 2 little horns here. I have the little muzzle that needs to be sewn on, plus his little ears. So I did his ears. I did 1 black and 1 white one, just to kind of give him a little bit of extra on there. So I'll have to get those sewn on. I finished off the penguin body. So I thought I had messed up the count. I knew I was tired when I was doing it. I recounted this morning. They were fine. So I just finished the body off. And then I have his little wings and his feet to sew on, so we're going to do that. And then for the big cow, I thought I was going to have to make both the horns and the ears, but luckily I found the ears that I had already made for it way back when, so that was one less thing that I had to do. And then we just made the 2 little horns, which we'll sew on. The nice thing is, I don't love sewing, but everything that I'm sewing right now is little. It should take no time at all to get everything on. So yeah, so we're gonna sit here and work on that. Alrighty, so we got the last few things done. The whips are officially complete, which makes me feel a whole lot better. I can go into this week just worrying about making new items for the market. So we have our big cow. So we got his horns and his ears, and then we got his little snout markings all complete. So he'll be a good addition to the table for the next market. We got, I just dropped him, I'll grab him in a second. We got this little bitty cow complete with his horns, ears, and his snout. I don't know if I'll make this one again just because of the amount of sewing. For a smaller item, I want to try and keep my time down so I can keep the cost down, and just with the amount of sewing on this one, it's kind of hard to keep the time down. So I have another cow pattern that I haven't done in quite some time that works out to be about the same size as this one, and it is a no-sew pattern, so I'll probably go back to that one, but I will do the little bitty bunny again because, like I said, well, Excuse you. Sorry about that, everyone. Guess when you have to burp, you have to burp. But yeah, I'll do the little bitty bunny again. All you had to sew on were the ears, so that one's a very low sew compared to this one, but we'll put him on the table on this market. I'm sure he'll go. The penguin, got him all done, so we got his little wings on, his little feet. I sewed his little beak on there as well, so I'll definitely probably try to make at least 2, maybe 3 more of these before market day. But yeah, so we got him done. And then I just wanted to show you the final product of that bunny snuggler that we were doing. So we had everything but the facial features done earlier in the week. So I embroidered on the eyes and the nose and the little eyebrows. And I think he just turned out so cute. I am definitely going to do this pattern again. We'll see how much time I have this week, if I can get another one done or not, but definitely a pattern I will do again because that just turned out super sweet, super cute. I'm happy with the embroidered eyes. I know when I started the embroidered eyes, never turned out super cute. Found a couple tutorials and it's really helped elevate how I do my eyes. So I think that turned out really cute. But all in all, I think I'm going to end it off here. Thank you so much, everyone, for following along. We will see you in the next video. I think the next video is just going to be another market prep video. We'll see how much I do. I might just incorporate that into the actual market video, depending on how long I ramble on and how long the videos get. So, but for now, we'll see you guys later. Bye.